This is the University District Food Bank in Seattle, Washington. One of many in our area struggling to get enough food to feed the hundreds of people they serve every week. And while hunger relief organizations are fighting to keep up with demand for healthy food, millions of tons of fresh fruits and vegetables go to waste every day. This means that wholesome, fresh produce that could feed our communities ends up as compost or in landfills.
We've seen remarkably increasing rates of food insecurity. When we go into a hunger relief organization or we go into one of our partner sites and they're providing food for families with children. So you see the children that are coming in and what's their future? You know, how do we help them to reach their full potential?
Many times families have to negotiate with themselves whether you pay rent or you eat. If they have access to food, usually are not healthy food, nutritious food, green, fresh produce.
In 1982, Harvest Against Hunger saw a path to connect produce that may otherwise go to waste with families and individuals in need.
Tomorrow we're moving a truckload of apples from a donor in Eastern Washington, and we're going to deliver it to one of our hunger relief partner organizations. When you look at the work that we do, it seems very simple on the surface, but there's a lot of complexity and a lot of relationships. Finding the resources that are needed, whether it's trucking, temporary storage, or whatever it may be, helping to provide food all across Washington state.
It begins on the farms. By creating relationships with local farmers, we are able to access fresh fruits and vegetables, often collecting overage or slightly damaged products that would end up as waste. Working with trucking companies, driving schools, and other partners, we find innovative ways to transport the produce from the farms to the communities where it is needed, using donated and low-cost opportunities. We partner with already established food distribution organizations such as local food banks and community food pantries. Every year, we help gather and distribute millions of pounds of fruits and vegetables from hundreds of farmers to hunger relief partners across Washington. Since our founding, we've provided nearly 500 million servings of fresh produce to those in need.
When we think about the work that we're doing at the food bank, it's really about trying to reduce barriers to food access. More than 50% of what we distribute on a weekly basis is fresh fruits and vegetables. And our relationship with Harvest Against Hunger means that we have an abundance of choice available to our customers year-round because of the dollars and the relationships that Harvest Against Hunger helps bring to the U District Food Bank.
Harvest Against Hunger is bringing people together. It's bringing food bank customers to farmers, and we're creating relationships that will hopefully endure for years to come. The farmers have somewhere where they know their produce can go, and the local food banks get fresh, local, healthy food. We are able to find a market channel for produce that wouldn't otherwise have a home.
They connect the farms to the food bank connected to their community. They provide the transportation, right? They provide people to assist, volunteers to assist. Without that, without being the connector and building relationships, it will fall. Then that work will never happen.
I think one of the things that we do best as an organization is to listen to what our partners need and then go back, figure out what are ways that we can help them. And then we're going to step away. Those programs are going to continue to grow and to thrive even without us, in ways that we never would have anticipated with those initial investments.
Thinking about it not just from the needs of the farmer or the needs of the food bank itself, we're really thinking about how collectively do we then support the needs of our community. And it's really the time, the energy of Harvest Against Hunger staff, the networking that they make available that really kind of helps support that growth and development and ultimately support the availability of fresh fruits and vegetables in our community.
When people are faced with not having enough food or not having enough healthy food, it's really hard for them to just be able to do what we take for granted every day. You know, to have a job, to do well in school. We've talked about all of these different programs that we've created and that we've developed and that we do as an organization. But at the end of the day, the reason that we do all of this work is to make sure that the individuals that are coming into hunger relief organizations at a time of crisis in their lives, have access to the kind of healthy, nutritious produce they need in order to thrive.